How weather risks affect property value in coastal areas. Coastal real estate has long held a distinct appeal. Waterfront views, access to beaches, and lifestyle advantages continue to attract buyers to shoreline communities across the United States. Yet alongside these benefits is a growing consideration that increasingly shapes home values: weather risk. From hurricanes and storm surge to flooding and long-term environmental changes, coastal properties face conditions that extend beyond typical market forces. In regions like Pinellas County, where proximity to the Gulf defines both the lifestyle and the landscape, weather-related risks are no longer secondary concerns. They are central to how properties are priced, insured, and evaluated. The relationship between risk and value. Property value is influenced by a combination of location, condition, and market demand. In coastal areas, risk has become an additional variable that buyers and lenders weigh carefully. Homes located near the water often command premium prices due to their desirability. However, exposure to storms and flooding can offset that premium by increasing ownership costs and long-term uncertainty. As a result, two properties in similar locations may carry different values based on elevation, flood zone designation, and structural resilience. Flood zones and elevation. Flood risk is one of the most immediate factors affecting coastal property values. Federal flood maps categorize properties into zones based on their likelihood of flooding. Homes located in higher risk zones may require flood insurance, which can significantly increase annual ownership costs. Elevation also plays a critical role. Properties built at higher elevations or designed to mitigate flood exposure may maintain stronger value compared to those at lower levels. In Pinellas County, where many neighborhoods sit at or near sea level, flood zone classifications can influence both buyer demand and lender requirements. Insurance costs and availability. Insurance has become one of the most significant variables in coastal real estate. In Florida, rising insurance premiums and stricter underwriting standards have altered how buyers evaluate affordability. Properties with older roofs, prior claims, or higher storm exposure may face limited insurance options or higher costs. These factors can directly impact property value. A home that is difficult or expensive to insure may attract fewer buyers or require price adjustments to remain competitive. In some cases, insurance challenges can delay transactions or lead to contract cancellations, further affecting market dynamics. Storm damage and property condition. The physical impact of severe weather is another key consideration. Homes that have experienced storm damage may carry a history of repairs, insurance claims, or structural concerns. While many properties are restored successfully, buyers often scrutinize these histories when making decisions. Modern building standards have improved resilience, but older homes may not meet current codes. As a result, properties that have been updated or reinforced to withstand storms may hold stronger value over time. Long-term environmental trends. Beyond immediate storm events, long-term environmental trends are beginning to influence coastal real estate. Gradual changes such as rising sea levels and increased frequency of severe weather events are shaping how buyers and investors assess risk. While these factors may not affect day-to-day market activity, they contribute to broader perceptions of value and sustainability. In markets like Pinellas County, where coastal living remains highly desirable, these long-term considerations are balanced against ongoing demand. Buyers continue to prioritize location, but with greater attention to risk mitigation. Buyer behavior in coastal markets. Buyer behavior has evolved in response to these risks. Today's buyers are more likely to review flood maps, insurance quotes, and inspection reports before making an offer. They may also consider factors such as storm shutters, elevation levels, and construction materials. This shift toward due diligence has introduced a more analytical approach to purchasing coastal property. While demand remains strong, buyers are increasingly selective. The role of local market dynamics. Despite the challenges associated with weather risk, coastal markets continue to demonstrate resilience. In Pinellas County, demand for waterfront and near-water properties remains steady due to lifestyle appeal and limited supply. However, pricing has become more sensitive to risk factors than in previous years. Properties that address these concerns through upgrades, documentation, and insurance readiness often perform better in the market. Those that do not may face longer listing periods or require price adjustments. Balancing risk and opportunity. For buyers, coastal real estate presents both opportunity and responsibility. While weather risks can influence cost and long-term value, they do not eliminate the appeal of coastal living. Instead, they require a more informed approach to purchasing decisions. Evaluating a property's exposure, condition, and insurability allows buyers to balance lifestyle benefits with financial considerations. The bottom line: weather risk is no longer a peripheral issue in coastal real estate. It is a defining factor that shapes property value, buyer behavior, and long-term market trends. In areas like Pinellas County, where the coastline drives demand, understanding these risks is essential. Buyers and sellers who account for insurance costs, flood exposure, and structural resilience are better positioned to navigate the market effectively. As coastal markets continue to evolve, informed decision-making remains the most reliable way to protect both investment and lifestyle.